Hey yo, what is going on everybody? My name is Zane and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, please subscribe and turn on that notification bell. And as you can see guys, I'm playing Darcy for the third time this week on this channel. I am a one trick at this point. It is not even funny. Send help. Seriously, this hero is insanely busted. I'm just spamming him whenever I can. It's so easy to get a video on him because if you guys don't know, like when you record you lag a little bit and your mentality is a bit messed up, so it's sometimes kind of hard to get videos to put on YouTube. But on Darcy it just feels really easy to just, he's such like an easy hero for me. I'm super comfortable playing him. There's not much that lagging MS wise will hurt him about, but yeah, enough with that. Let's get right into this video where we are starting on our blue side. We're going to end up on the dragon side. You can see here I do have my ult, and looks like there's two people down here, but I'm not going to use my ult on this Chognar, of course, because he's just going to cleanse the CC pretty much as soon as he's going to get recalled. So instead we're just going to wait until he goes to clear the wave. Then we use our first skill, he uses his cleanse, and then we just use our second skill to where he's running at, so we're able to pick up a nice kill. But again, we didn't want to use our ulti there because as soon as the ulti would be about to recall him, he could just use his CC cleanse and completely nullify it. We can see that the Tulin and Nacroth are just going to run away, so I decide here that I want to go start the dragon. I'm going to sit in the mid bush there just to get some nice vision. Going to charge up my first skill before the dragon even spawns. That's because the charge shot lasts for 5 seconds. I'm going to back up a little bit just because I don't want to take all the extra damage. I use my first skill on this Chognar here, and you can see as soon as he uses the cleanse, that's when I go in with the ult with the second skill. But the Tulin comes behind us, and the Gilder actually does charge up, so we are forced to retreat off of that, but still pretty good poke damage against the Chognar, which we will of course take, and we also get a free drag out of it. I tell the Lubu to go check the blue buff by pinging it. I didn't want the Nacroth to be going and stealing that because of course he wasn't at the drag, so obviously he wasn't contesting it, but you can see that the Sentinel is down, so I can assume that he was probably just doing that. And he actually died at mid lane to my Superman, which is to my Superman and Dio-chan. I have a Dio-chan in this game, guys, because some Diamond player got really mad that I didn't give him jungle and he wanted to troll, so he took Dio-chan with Sprint, I think it was. I don't even really remember. I think it was Sprint, but yeah. You can see here that whenever we get our passive up in the jungle, we're just going to be spamming our second skill. Does more damage, of course, and yeah, even though this second skill will do more damage, you want to be leveling up your first skill. It's because it's so easy to hit. It's so much just guaranteed damage. You see we just nuke that tool in there for like half his HP bar, and that's only going to get more and more insane as we get later into the game, where Darcy just scales like a maniac. Here you can see that we do have our passive, so we're going to take full control of that extra movement speed, and we're just going to we're going to just, God, I don't know, I keep burping for some reason, but you can see that we waited until the very last second until we were at bot to go and use that first skill and get even more movement speed. So yeah, very nicely played. Of course, we want to be leveling up our first skill, as I was saying, guys, because it gives so much extra stats. You can heal off of it, you can get damage reduction when you're in that blue form, and when you have your passive up and you click the first skill, it is actually a heal regen, which is just crazy OP. Nacroth actually steals the Sentinel there from us, but we don't really care because it's not a necessity for us. So we're just going to go straight back into our blue side jungle where we are farming up. We're able to get the Loki's Curse there, which is very nice. And again, guys, you can see that whenever I get my passive up, I'm just spamming the second skill. That also, guys, when you use your second skill in its enhanced state onto multiple minions, you get more and more of your red rage bar up, which is very nice in helping you use it again. I try to use my ulti there, but it's just way too hard. I use my first skill to get away from the Nacroth and Batman, and then I use click on my ulti to escape from both of them. Felt like it was the only thing I could do to not die. Here you can see I just use my first skill just to get the regen, and yeah, so we are able to escape and pick up, I forgot who we killed there, but we killed somebody with our ult, I think. But yeah, you can just see that I use my ulti to disengage there. A lot of times, guys, also, if you're just in a terrible situation on Darcy, you can use your ulti kind of just for the sake of running away. It doesn't have to be anything serious. Here, guys, you can see that we use our ulti onto the Nacroth, and then we disengage with our first skill after we click the ulti again and return to the same spot. Makes us untargetable, gives us like 50% less damage received, and overall just a crazy escape skill. Darcy really has an amazing kit for getting out of bad situations, so even though he doesn't have any dashes, he can still get out of a lot of bad situations. As I was saying, guys, when you are in a bad situation on Darcy, a lot of times you can just click on your ult like I just did, but a lot of times in other situations you can see that on that Nacroth over there, I just clicked on the ultimate to get a bit more burst damage onto him just to guarantee that I would kill. So it can be used for both situations, and yeah, just something to take into account. You always want to be realizing that is an option for you at all times. You never want to be just neglecting that and kind of ignoring it. Here we can see that the dragon is up. The Chognar actually, guys, look at that. He walks up to us. He is like, oh, I could take this Darcy. And then as soon as he takes some of our poke damage, he just ults and runs away, which is pretty funny. Like, he doesn't even just use his cleanse because he doesn't want to stand still and possibly die. He just uses his ult to get the hell out of there. You can see the Batman rotates down from top. I don't even know why. He also didn't even get a kill while his ult was up. We use our ulti there, but the Superman actually pushes them all out of our ulti, so we aren't even able to do anything with it. Superman dies and trades. We're actually able to pick up a double kill there. We're able to just follow the Nacroth there with our first skill and pick him up. And guys, the quad kill right there, because we threw our second skill bomb under Gilder while he was ulting. And you can see how much damage, guys. I two-shot the Nacroth pretty much with our first skill. It lasts so long that you can use your first skill, let it go down to like 1 second left on the cooldown, hit a basic attack, then click the skill again, and you're just, it's like 2 strengthened basic attacks. I didn't even use my first skill there, guys. I don't know what I was doing. I could have killed that Batman so easily, but I thought for some reason he was going to die. Again, guys, look at this. Nacroth, 2 hits, gone. Bye-bye. No chance at all. I just walked behind his tower and did that to him. And just ridiculous stuff. You can see here that we just get our passive up onto that minion camp again under this tower. 1 shot, 2 shot, you're gone. You can see that what I did there was I stacked my passive up onto the minion before going into a fight. A lot of times I like to do that. I want to have either like a 90% filled rage bar or a filled one, whatever I prefer. Here I see that I get the tool with the ult. I literally kill him out of the range of my vision. Guys, this hero is just so disgusting. Honestly, he's really up there with the strongest heroes in the game. Here we get nuked under tower. We hit the Chognar with the first skill. Even though we want that immunity, we can realize that our rage bar was about to be up. So we hit the Chognar with our first skill. We are able to get our passive up, and we use our first skill to lifesteal. It's really hard to keep up, so maybe go and rewind that part. You can see that we lifestealed and wasn't base attacking until all the healing was gone, but we still ended up dying to Batman once our first skill immunity ran out. But we did some pretty insane work there. You can see that we went behind the towers of Nacroth and Batman, and we just two-shot them with ease. Literally nothing to say about that. Just disgusting hero, where if you can get fed in this hero, it doesn't matter if you're even like mechanically bad, because the first skill is guaranteed damage, guys. All you have to do is click it. It's like it's like an ADC almost, you know. Like we can see here that we get the Nacroth in the ultimate, so we're just going to kill him, guys. If I was the Nacroth in that situation, I would have used my ultimate as soon as I was being recalled. You can see that we're getting chased here, and we're just going to keep our first skill up for as long as we possibly can to escape, and then when it's about to run out, we then click. You can see that we get our Ray's Blessing there, which is going to give us so much lifesteal on this build. You can literally just full heals from like 1 bomb. You're able to see later in this team fight, or later in this game, excuse me. But guys, let me point your attention to what just happened at mid with the Nacroth. I sucked him into my ult, but the Nacroth, if he played that well, he could have still survived. What he should have done was used his ultimate, which is which gives him CC immunity, of course. So if he used his ultimate very last second, like as soon as he was about to be sucked in, the CC immunity would have kicked in and it would have not brought him back to the location where he would have died. So just, that's a little bit of a tip when you're going against any Darcys on Nakaroth. If you feel like you're going to die from his ultimate, just instantly pop that ultimate yourself and get out of the situation. Here the Nakaroth tries to kill me. He barely even pops the Eternal Blessing from the dragon, but nevertheless he does pop. You can see here that we use our first skill passive just to get more and more regen, and we are already at full HP from basically dying from the Nakaroth. The Chognor there just gets blown to pieces. We are able to jump onto this Gilder, as you can see, and literally, where did he just go, guys? Where did he just go? He's gone. And again, guys, if you don't have to be that mechanically good on this hero to be doing this insane stuff. Like, I don't know about you guys, but I didn't really see any huge, sick, insane plays coming out of me this game. It was just slowly farming up, and then once we got that early game advantage, especially with that quad kill, it was basically over at that point, because I just have so much damage with that first skill. It is not even fair. They can't do anything to me at that point. It's 50% immunity, and if I stack it twice, which of course I will, guys, look at that, 50% damage. I've uploaded 3 games on Darcy and they're all above 50% damage. It's just disgusting. The highest I've gotten with this hero is 58%, I think. Just completely broken. I hope you guys like this video and hope it brings you guys' gameplay to the next level. I'll see you all in the next video. Peace out.